Yo, it's been a minute since I reacted to anything related to BBM, Bong Bong Marcos. Well, that stops today because TONI, aka Toni Gonzaga, with her channel, YouTube channel, that I believe she changed the name to Toni Gonzaga Studios. She's trying to make it seem like a huge company, which it probably is. Yeah, so she interviewed BBM once again. You know, I did react to her interview of BBM before he became the official president of the Philippines, and now she's interviewing him after he became, now that he is the president of the Philippines. But there is an interview and also a tour of the Malacañang palace. So today I do not have the time to react to the interview because it's almost an hour long. I was hesitating. I was like, should I react to it? And I think I will, because most of you are telling me that most, or a good chunk, a huge chunk of that interview is in English, so I will be able to understand most of it. And I'm very surprised that there are no subtitles for that interview, because most of her interviews, you know, the Tony Talks interviews, are now subtitled. You know, they all have English subtitles. So why wouldn't she put subtitles for such an important interview? You know, that's very odd. But regardless, I still will react to it when I find the time. Today, on the other hand, we will be reacting to the tour of the Malacañang Palace. I think that is extremely interesting because, if I'm not mistaken, that is where BBM grew up, you know, because his dad, Ferdinand Marcos, at the time was the president of the Philippines and lived in the palace, right? So how awesome is it that the son of Ferdinand Marcos that grew up in the palace and that is presently president of the Philippines, tours the palace for us? I think it's insane and awesome at the same time, and that's why I don't want to miss it and I want to react to it, okay? Before we start, of course, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Music Game News, because that is where you can DM me your suggestions. And if you really want me to react to that interview, then let me know in the comments as well. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay.
Where I learned to ride a bicycle. Everything happened there. Everywhere I look,
You're the only one who can say that. This is where I learned to ride the bicycle. In Malacanang.
The president gives us a private tour. Oh, I remember this place. This is where the interview with Duterte took place that I reacted to. Yeah. Wow. Well, it's not a bedroom anymore.
You were grounded, like you stay in your room. You cannot go out. Oh, you just stay there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that happened. But this is where I...
So this is yung parang closet.
Yeah, that's where it is. The bathroom.
The banyo.
Yeah, my bed was
Banyo.
There. There was a desk here. That's the whole thing that I'm finding in the palace. It's very different, but it's actually the same. Yeah.
The feel.
Yeah, it's all...
The feel is still there.
It's all familiar.
It's familiar.
It's all familiar. We'll go there. Itong side door. Dito kami pasok labas.
Why is the background music so loud? I mean, I'm really enjoying the visuals because everything is super bright, and clearly they brought a professional team to film this, you know, because the quality is wonderful. But the music is very loud, and it's probably gonna, I'm gonna have problems with, you know, copyrights because of this music.
When I was grounded, it was because I came home late. Yeah. Nandito sila, yung magulang ko pagpagod ko. Nakatingin.
Hey.
Oo, nakatingin sa akin. Sabi, patay na. Yeah, I'm not seeing my friends for at least 1 week. Ito sabi ko.
Grounded.
Amy and Irene.
Kwarto nila, Irene and Amy. This was their anteroom. This was Irene's actual bedroom. And that's Amy's actual bedroom.
So meron silang connecting.
Man, the bedrooms are massive.
Senator Amy.
Yan kaysa Amy.
It's not a bedroom, it's like a small apartment, you know, because they probably have like a bedroom, maybe even a small kitchen and a bathroom.
Iba ng kulay, but they...
Oh, this is where you do
This is where I do the vlogs.
Ah, that's where they film. Good for them. Oh, that light is very powerful, very soft, but it's huge and very heavy. I was thinking about purchasing it, but man, look at how big it is. It's too much. It's too much for a small room like mine, for a small studio like mine. But their room is really, really big, so I think it's okay.
Then,
I wanted to keep doing it in my room para masabi ko, or doing it in my room, pero madilim eh. Irene's room was next door.
the other room.
Yeah.
Kanino po kayo mas close? Kay Irene or kay Senator Amy po?
Hard to say.
Are there subtitles for this?
Pareho. Ang nangyari dito,
No.
kami lang ang bata dito sa palasyo. So we really had to stick together. Kasi ito mo, puro matatanda, puro mga seryoso, maliliit pa kami.
What's
Were
with
you
the
allowed to bring in,
what's
like,
that
playmates?
noise?
Sure.
Oh, it's the fountain.
Ang dami.
Your classmates, your friends?
Yeah, they all come, magsisleep over. Wala, like ano.
They sleep over in Malacañang?
Sure.
Ah, that's so
It
cool.
used to be.
Can you imagine being like good friends or best friends with BBM when he was a kid? You know, you'd be invited to the palace, man, to the presidential palace, to hang out and even have sleepovers. That would be that's crazy.
The private dining. Uy.
The private dining?
Dito talaga kami kumakain.
Old private dining.
Actually yan, kung nasan yung mga libro, kusina yan. That was like my mom would cook there.
Ano po ang paboritong ulam ng father ninyo?
Dinding.
Dinding?
Oo.
Oh.
Dinding, pakpit. Hi, Hubert. We're intruding on your office. Speaking of
Hello.
JP, that's his office now.
Oh, is he here? Oh, can we say hi?
Of course. I'm sure he'll be happy.
This is the office of
JP.
JPE.
Where is he? Oh, there's Katrina.
Hi. We're doing a Malacañang tour
They're doing a tour of the
of the
palace.
palace. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Ah, his daughter.
A very beautiful young lady wanted
I'm
to
so
meet with you.
honored
This
to
is
finally
Toni
meet you
Gonzaga.
personally, sir.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Salamat po.
Wait a minute. This is the guy that Bong Bong Marcos interviewed, right? And I think it was in 2 parts, and I reacted to both of those. That's him, right? Or am I mistaken? I thought that guy had passed away. I don't know, man. I'm confused, but he looks like him.
Salamat dito.
So nice to finally meet you po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much po.
So now you've met the man.
Wow.
Hey, look at that
This
class.
is actually my mom's room. This is her dressing room.
Ito
Really?
yung closet niya na puro shoes.
Yung, wala dito. Nag-display lang yun.
The closet of the
Yung mga
shoes.
sinusuot niya dito, meron pero ito, lahat yung nakita yung naka-display na shoes, yung galing lalo na yung mga galing Marikina.
Yung 3,000 shoes.
They were somewhere else. They were not
There
here.
they are.
Because they were not her shoes. Yun ang mga regalo eh.
Kaya iba-iba yung sizes.
Kasi marami naman siya talagang ino-order na sapatos ng Marikina. So every time they make something new, pinapadalan siya ng sample.
This one is the
This is her room.
of
They changed everything
former
though.
First Lady
Yeah,
Imelda Marcos.
her bed was, you see that big panel.
Wow, look
That's
at
where
that
her bed
ceiling. This was their
was.
room.
And this is still the original
Piano?
piano that was here.
Wow.
I guess hindi na
Can you
naman
believe
Is
that
it
that
true
used
na
to be the
when you left,
royal
yung mga
presidential room?
former workers here and yung mga servants po ng
See, I said royal because I'm getting a royal feel out of this palace. You know, because of the beauty and just the golden colors everywhere.
Malacañang. They took some of the paintings and then when you came back, binalik po nila sa inyo.
Maraming ganun. Not just paintings, even the little things that...
They took it home, tapos nung
They took
bumalik
it
kayo, binalik po nila sa inyo.
They came back, dahan-dahan silang patating, and then sinasabi, ito yung, meron kami, alam ko, ito eh. Alam ko, paborito mo ito.
Tinago nila para sa inyo. This area po is, kung yun ang bed, ito ang parang receiving sala.
She didn't receive guests in here. Kundi yung mga kami, and sometimes some relatives, si Auntie Chita or somebody would come and visit you. Pero hindi yung mga
those paintings are
So you would see
amazing.
your mother hair down in this room.
Sure, that's where she
Because your mother is always put
always
together.
maayos.
Diba? Parang there was never a time that you would see her not made up and put together.
No.
In this room, her hair is down.
Her hair is up here.
Who does her hair? Yung mga
Below her ass.
Bilis, walang 5 minutes. Nagagawa niya kagad. Ewan mo,
yung ganong style.
na-master na niya. Hindi
That's
ko
the
alam.
iconic
The
hairstyle
iconic hairstyle of
Madame Imelda
Madame
Marcos.
Imelda.
There he is.
This
Wow.
is actually my
His son
father's-
looks a lot like him, huh?
This one.
Bakit po magkahiwalay?
Because iba-iba yung schedule nila eh. Actually, my mom would often sleep here, pero doon kung saan. She doesn't sleep very long. So she'd stay with my dad, and then babalik dito, meron na namang ginagawa.
So this is the room
Wait,
of Ferdinand
is he saying that his parents did not used to sleep in the same bedroom? Interesting.
Marcos Sr.
That wall was not there. It was one big space.
Kanino
There
na
was
po?
only, that's me already. There's only a desk here. I remember
Wow.
for him to work on. There was the TV was here. His bed was here.
I'm having chills, man, because this is history.
Before?
We're traveling through history.
Gamit?
Gusto niya malinis.
Minimalist.
Minimalist talaga.
Did you ever experience was sleeping with your dad?
All the time. Oh, especially when I was younger.
Sabi kayo matulog?
Yeah. Oh, well, lalo na pag nagsisiesta yan once in a while, pag gigising siya ng 4 o'clock, 4:30, masyado maaga. After lunch, he would take a siesta. Sinasama ako.
Who chose the photos that will make it on that desk?
Well, that mostly Lisa. But I asked
That's
her.
the touch of the women.
Yeah,
Yung mga personal
Because
photos.
that's what
The
I asked
first
her to
lady.
do it. I said, please put some nice photographs. So we have a mix of old and new. That was part of a campaign video. That's in Ilocos, in the windmills. With the boys, I was still governor then. This one.
Where are you here?
That's in that room. That was in the office. The office, hindi ba now there are doors here? Wala na yung doors na yan. Wala pa yung doors na yan. That was just straight through. That was just open.
Ano po itong mga classmate niyo? Pinsan niyo? Asan po kayo?
I'm somewhere there. Oh, siguro yun.
Wapo.
So, that's the new setup here. Mamaya, nandito na naman kami conducting. And this is where I have lunch.
What time do you usually wake up po?
I'm out of bed by 7. 6:30.
So that was his desk. Now that's his desk, I think.
The music room.
The music
Oh,
room.
very
This was
important.
essentially
Very important.
my mother's receiving room. Dito siya nag-ano.
Man, the chandeliers are massive.
Well, it's still the music room, but it's set up differently. There used to be a piano here, and then there was a parang receiving area here. And the reason it became the music room is that there was a table before, marble, inlaid with violins and several music rooms. This is where we would rehearse if we were going to sing for my dad's birthday, or nandito kami nag-rehearse. But it's set up differently now. It's set up to receive usually mga ambassadors or yung mga bisita.
Wow. Did you see how long that table is?
This is my father's office, which we call the study room.
This is the office of your father.
Yeah.
For 20 years?
Yes. Yep.
Is it still the same books?
No. Not any longer.
The painting? That's
The
new?
painting, yes. But that came from somewhere else. These are the same chairs and table. Yes.
Used by your father?
Yeah. I had to fix it up a
Wow.
little bit.
This is now your office.
This is now my formal office when I receive guests. But I also have, they transformed many things. When I meet again,
That's
foreign
crazy.
dignitaries dito. Medyo formal.
May iba po bang presidente na gumamit ng office nito?
Before nung dad ko hanggang sa father ko. Ito talagang opisina ng presidente. Nga, still
Ayan.
Oh, man.
Ito, binabasa ko lahat ng papel.
That must be a crazy feeling to be sitting where your dad used to sit as the president of the Philippines. Now it's you, his son, that's sitting at the same spot and having the same job essentially, right? It's crazy. The feeling must be insane. Like, hey, Dad, I made it, you know?
Paano yung day in a life of a president? Kasi napapanood namin, this is where you do your cabinet meetings.
Actually, this is always designated as a state dining room. Kasi nung unang panahon, dito ginagawa yung mga state visit. Pero wala na masyadong, nung bandang huli masyado na maliit. My father was the one who actually started using it
Such a long
as a
table.
cabinet meeting room.
Yung po ba may mga secret doors dyan, like
Meron.
leading to somewhere?
I don't know kung pareho pa rin, ha? You know what? This is the first chance I've had na lumibot lang. Because I'm always going somewhere.
But this door is leading to the...
That used to lead to the kitchen downstairs. Ito. Oh, ito. Because...
So do you used to run around these halls
Oh, sure.
nung bata ka?
Oh, yeah.
Kasi di ba pag bata ka parang, wow, maze!
Oh, there's the kitchen because
What is this room?
this used
You know, we are seeing this through a screen, right? But the feeling of visiting the palace in real life must be so different, you know? The feeling must be much better, you know? That's why I wonder if people can actually visit the palace. I highly doubt it. But yeah, the people who have the chance to visit this palace, lucky people, man. Lucky people.
to be
Uy! Wow!
this used to be what they call the family dining room.
This is where you eat before as a family.
Well,
Your-
kami lang kasi we're never together at the same time. So this is where I'd have my meals. Even my sisters would have their meals. There was a big table here, a long table.
So breakfast, lunch, dinner is here before.
Yeah, this is dito talagang kainan namin.
So many doors.
But then they changed
So many
it.
openings.
Those two are guest rooms. Diyan marami yung multo.
Multo. Yun nga, kilala nga ang Malacañang si Multo.
Meron talaga multo rito.
What does that mean?
Sino yung mga multo? Mga dating presidente?
Hindi. Mostly yung mga lumilitaw nung panahon daw nung giyera.
Kayo po, nakakita na kayo?
Oh, ay, ang dami nang nangyari.
Nakita niyo
dito.
ng multo?
Oo, marami talaga dito. Things move that they're not supposed to move kasi walang tao eh. Pero makikita mo gumagalaw, tapos pag dumadaan ka, bumubukas yung pintuan na hindi mo ginagalaw. Yung ito, this door.
Kawawa naman yung guest na nakatulog dito. Minulto.
Tumira ako dito for a while kasi ginagawa yung kwarto ko. This door, once we were coming here, it was late at night, alas 2 ng umaga.
Look at that huge
We were
gimbal.
just messing around. I tried to open that door. The door opened by itself just before my hand arrived. That is because I lived here.
Hindi kayo nakinilabutan?
Of course.
Oh!
Oh, we turned it into
Hey, there you go.
the eastern room.
The next generation.
So this was the guest bedroom before.
Yes, that was called Suite 1, and this is called Suite 2. It's now the east room. So
The Mumu room.
madalas yung mag-meeting yung matanda dito. So that time, that's when he was sitting.
This is where the table was.
Yep.
And then where was General Ver?
He
Here.
was here.
Mr. President, we
So-
cannot keep...
so-
We cannot keep on withdrawing. They asked us to withdraw yesterday. When I talk to Mr. Enrile, he said you talk to
You
him.
disperse. My order is to disperse
You're
the
not all
crowd
the time, Mr. President.
without shooting them. No, hold on. You disperse the crowd without shooting them.
I was there.
Wow.
I was watching.
Wow,
This
wow,
is where
wow.
he was saying, disperse the crowd without shooting.
Yeah. They were ready to start bombarding.
The military.
Yeah. Kapaligid yung mga tanke.
They were just waiting for the order of the
He
president.
wouldn't give it. He refused to give it.
This is where it happened.
Yeah. I have an even funnier story. This is where I learned to play judo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
How old were you?
8, 9. And the funny thing is, so they ordered yung tatami, yung pang judo talaga.
BBM could
Eh, hindi
kick
pa
your
dumating
ass if he
dito.
wanted to.
Not this carpet, but the carpet that was here then. Yun ang mat namin. So dito kami nag-judo.
Naging expert.
And by the way, I also did karate when I was young, and I played in a tournament, and I came in second, and I have a silver medal from that tournament.
Pro ba kayo sa judo?
Uy, umabot akong black belt.
Knocks.
Oo. Sineryoso ko yun. Since that time, even when I left for England, I still continued.
When you see yourself on that wall,
It's hard to believe. Especially sitting across.
across your
Sitting
father,
across the old man.
when you see your portrait there,
Wow.
And I'm still taken aback, but when I see the things like this that are very official.
finally,
It's
nagsisi-
overwhelming. Hey,
Ayan,
Duterte, there he
President.
is.
Yeah. This is the front door.
This is the iconic
This is
stairs.
where the ceremonial.
The iconic.
Wow, check it out.
This is
The
also where you
symmetry.
met President Duterte. He was waiting for you
Yeah, I
there.
know.
Hindi namin naririnig po yung pag-uusap niyo. Ano
Nice.
pong sinabi niya sa inyo nung papalik na kayo?
Sabi ko, hinantay mo pa ako. Sabi ko, masyado ka naman ano.
Anong sinabi po niya sa inyo? nung
Sabi
nanalo
niya,
kayo?
hindi, dapat, presidente ka na. Sabi niya, kailangan sasalubungin kita. At saka hindi ko tatanggalin itong mask ko kasi you're the president. You have to protect you.
Knocks.
So this is the front door and the famous balete tree.
Yes.
So we are very much following the tradition ng mga naglalagay kami
Beautiful.
ng offering, naglalagay kami ng pagkain.
Look at
Para
all the
yung
shades that it
Wednesday,
creates.
Tinutulungan kami.
So talagang superstitious kayo dito sa Malacañang.
Wow.
Every little bit helps.
Dito po ba yung walk ninyo with the first family, with Tita Lisa and the 3 boys?
I think, yes, we came from around here.
She could
This
barely
one,
walk
this building
in that dress.
didn't used to exist, but it
The
was
First Lady.
built so that we had some place to stay while this was being remodeled. While
During your father's time?
during my dad's time.
Nandun na yan, nung
Ito?
panahon po ng father ninyo?
Oo.
The fountain?
The very same fountain, yeah. Iba lang yung, nagbago lang yung garden. This is where I learned to ride a bicycle.
You're the only one who can say that.
What?
This is where I learned to ride the bicycle. In Malacañang.
Because my father was quite young. When he became president, he was 46. So maliliit pa talaga kami.
8 years old.
My first birthday here was my 8th birthday.
So when you look at this place now, the Malacañang Palace,
Yeah.
what do you see?
It evokes all of the same memories that when we were here. Because I haven't really returned to the palace since '86, not properly. I came here to meet with President Noynoy on the BBL, I remember. I came here for the state visit, the state dinner of President Obama.
Ooh.
And I came here for the inauguration of PRRD. But that
There
was
you
it.
go.
I haven't really the umiikot. This is actually even when I on a normal day, I don't have time to
Go around?
to make it. It's the first time I've been able to go to.
But you know,
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's pretty impressive and kind of cool of the president to take the time off his busy schedule to tour TONI, you know?
the palace
place.
by heart. I was watching you, sabi ko, grabe, memorize niyo yung palace.
Wala kaming ginawa kundi ikutin itong mga ano ito. pag naglalaro kami. As I said, this is where I learned to ride a bicycle. The other side is where I learned how to drive. This is where the side door, marami yun na nga. Nahuli ako ng magulang ko na late akong umuwi.
Pag nagsisneak out.
Nagsisneak out. So, yeah, everywhere I look means something to me. It was part of my life. So, yes, and even we've been going around and they say, yeah, may mga changes, but still it's the same. It's the same. But it's like any palace. If you go abroad, yung mga old na ganito, they just repurpose the rooms. What was a bedroom before becomes something else, and so I guess it's the same evolution for Malacañang.
And now this is where you live. This is your workplace.
We really have much to do, and but I think we're well on our way. We have to just the hardest part really is reorganizing the government.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the
Hardest
wonderful
part
tour. I know it's time for you to get back to work.
is to reorganize the government.
No, this has been great fun. I mean, it's like a really nice break for me. Thank you. You're always so sweet. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Well, that was a journey through time, to be honest with you guys. That felt kind of surreal. And that's why I'm saying that if you visit the place yourself, it's gonna feel even more surreal. Oy, 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 oy. And I don't know, it just brought back some memories because I have an aunt that used to work in the government, and she was pretty high placed. She was actually the first woman to have that kind of status in the Arab world, you know. So, you know, she lived in big ass, you know, mansions and places like this, and I, you know, grew up in them as well because we used to visit her and, you know, stay with her for many weekends and stuff like we even had our own bedroom, my brother and I. So I don't know, it just brought me back to that time and how when you're a kid, you don't realize, you know, the importance of it and the chance that you have, you know. But when you grow up, you're like, wow, that's part of history, you know. I was in a place that's very memorable, and yeah. No, that was insane. I mean, this palace looks incredible, and there is something very specific that I noticed is that most of it is wood, you know. And I wonder if the isolation is good because, you know, the Philippines is a very warm place. So I wonder if when you're inside of the palace, if it's hot or if it's well isolated so that you feel a breeze and a little bit of cool, you know. Okay, so this was awesome. I will probably react to the interview because I'm curious to know what kind of questions Tony asked the president and what his answers are, you know, if they differ from what he said before he became president. Thank you. Maraming salamat po. And of course, if you have gotten value out of this video, then do not hesitate to check out my other reaction videos right here.